What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine,
And I'm still James.
the smartest man in the universe.
No, we are not doing that.
We not saying he's the smartest man in the universe. He's just called himself the smartest
Nah,
man.
I'm not calling myself that. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. No.
Okay, so we're here for Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness review. Saw it. It's a good movie, and we're gonna review it. Oh well, I don't have the intro queued up. So anyway, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and like we said, it's hard to have stakes here.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And I don't want to give away too much, but they didn't give me. That's one thing I was left off. Like, so like they didn't do a Infinite Crisis thing.
No.
And it seemed like they was going that direction.
It feels weird that it wasn't.
Right, because it's like y'all need to fix some stuff, and y'all just said, "Nah, well, it's cool."
It is what it is.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to get more in detail about this movie, but we're going to check out this short trailer on the movie just so people can get refreshed on what it looked like and whatnot, and we'll be back with our full review.
Someone once told me that the reality I thought I knew was just one of many.
Be careful which path you travel down. Stronger than you have lost their way.
You think there will be no consequences?
We're in the end game now.
I sacrificed everything. And it meant nothing.
Oh, Strange, what have you done? I never meant for this to happen.
You cannot control everything.
You brought this on yourself.
You break the rules and become a hero. I do it and I become the enemy. This doesn't seem fair.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Rated PG-13. Be the first to see the mind-bending phenomenon in premium large format and IMAX tomorrow.
So,
What up?
we gonna talk about her whole, you mess with reality and you get called a hero. I do it, and I'm a villain. That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it was slightly different, though.
It was different, but like that sentiment is there in the movie, and I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah, I know.
Like I saw all these like people were writing like op-eds and stuff leading up to the movie's release about, if Wanda had been a white man, then she would have been treated like I'm like, nah, it is not the same thing.
So, okay, that's the Multiverse of Madness. Let's say, okay, Marvel, this is phase what?
5 now, I guess.
4-ish?
Like I don't know.
Okay, so this is Marvel phase 4, whatever. So this,
I think like they've been calling it like Cosmic Marvel.
yeah, I guess. So they banking on you watching all the shows because they picked up from a lot where they left off from like WandaVision and What If.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't, you didn't have to watch that to follow, but it's a lot that you kind of wonder, like, wait, what?
Like if you hadn't seen WandaVision, there's a couple of lines where you're like, what did that mean?
Right, and where Wanda at?
Yeah.
Because if you didn't watch WandaVision, you would be like, last time I saw her was in Endgame.
Yeah.
And where she at now from Endgame is a different place. Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is a spoiler. You can see in the trailer, Wanda is the villain.
Oh
She's
yeah,
the main villain.
yeah.
And,
They even used that WandaVision soundtrack in this.
What's that?
The very first theme for like the 50s era show.
Oh, okay. They did.
WandaVision. They did that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think I missed
they
that.
didn't do the lyrics, but they did have the music playing in the background.
Oh, okay. So right, and then we got some new characters. America Chavez, and I guess it's the only new character I can think of. And we saw that clip where so now I know what she can do. She can open multiverse. I guess portals.
Sure.
How would you say?
Like,
she could travel through the multiverse,
Yeah.
but she don't know how she do it.
yeah, she has no control over it at this point.
Which I kind of like that. And then you know what? This is another thing, man. Now they was talking about it's gonna be lesbians in there, or it's gonna be gay people in there, or they didn't know. They thought she was gonna be a lesbian or
Well,
something.
I believe she is either a lesbian or bi in the comics.
But for all we know, on her universe, it could be all women, because they made it think about.
That's not what they're concerned with. They're concerned with showing it to people. Every time it comes out.
Man,
yeah.
this was nothing.
Yeah.
This was absolutely like all they said was mothers. They let know that she had two mothers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't know what we don't know what's up with her.
You can't
Nothing.
put gay people in movies because then the kids will
It
see
was
the gays.
so nothing.
We can't have kids seeing the gays.
It was not worth. It's not worth your time. Trust me.
Every time this comes out, it's like
It's not worth losing no money over.
Folks
That's
all-
for damn sure.
Yeah, because this is like that whole like Disney has this history, this bad history of gay baiting, where it's just like, hey, we put some LGBTQ people in this one. And it's like 5 seconds.
All we know that she got two mothers.
Yeah.
She got I guess her mother's a lesbian couple, but for all we know, on her universe it's all women in, because we didn't see no men. It could have been all women. So it doesn't even matter.
No, but like that's why they did it, because it didn't matter.
Right.
They wouldn't have done it in a meaningful way.
It wouldn't even be worth. It's not worth the like a discussion, like a getting up in arms over. So anyway, so this is the thing. This is what I didn't like. It was kind of fun. It's kind of a fun movie, and this is what I didn't like. This reminded me of Spider-Man, and you know what? Cause it's Sam Raimi first off that directed this, and why it reminded me of Spider-Man because the thing that he needed to fight showed up right in front of him, and he didn't have to go find it.
No, never.
Come on, man. He just happened to be at the same place the giant octopus attacking the girl.
Well, you know, Raimi has never been fond of the hero's quest. It's never, you have to go find this to stop. It's like, nah, it's here.
Why did it have to be right? Did anybody ask that?
Nah, even to find the thing to stop Wanda, he didn't go find it. He ended up where it was at.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm like
everything, he's always, wherever he's at is where things happen.
At least see it on TV and then go to it.
No.
No. It just happened to be where he's at that moment.
It's like back in...
They did on Spider-Man.
Like back in Spider-Man 2. I got to find Doc Ock. Tentacle comes out of nowhere, punches him in the face.
Doc Ock happened to rob that bank where he's trying to get a loan from that day. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, dude, come on, man. I mean, I know I want to say that's not even a nitpick. That's just writing. That's just lazy writing.
Like, dude goes to a wedding, and suddenly there's a monster attack.
A giant monster attack.
Right up the street.
No, it was right below them.
No, it was just down the street. It was like at the next light.
Sure, that's
so far away. I know.
That's a little too far for me, man.
It's like, Dr. Strange, aren't you gonna? Hey, look, it's my day off. Okay, this is New York.
We live in New York, right? We got superheroes everywhere.
The Avengers. There's 2
you'll be
Avengers
fine.
campuses within 15 miles. Okay, we're good. But yeah,
they didn't even explain why no Avengers showed up.
Like that's the thing. Like this is fine in the comics because like you're reading a very contained story. You don't have time for anyone to come in out of nowhere that isn't already showing up. But in a movie, it's like, okay, so it's like maybe a 20-minute flight for any of the folks that can fly. Why didn't none of them show up?
Right. Well, let's just say he handled it before they got there.
Sure.
And then they was like, well, what Strange got it?
Yeah.
So anyway, so we know Wanda want this girl. No, sorry. Damn, that's giving too much away. Well, we know this. Well, it's too late now.
It's too late.
We know this. This girl is important
Yeah.
to the plot, and I already told. But anyway, the girl is important to the plot, and Strange is trying to protect her.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can
Yeah.
put it, I guess. And they do this in these movies, but let me ask you this: how much did you feel this was like a horror, or did you feel that horror?
There were moments where I felt it was
Yeah.
a horror flick, but then like it also was an action comedy.
Right, exactly.
Which again, this is
Sam
this
Raimi.
Raimi.
That's his wheelhouse. I saw. So it was some things in particular though that they had was real horror, like where they pretty much had it was pretty much like a slasher.
Yeah.
Somebody being
Man.
chased by
That chase scene,
unstoppable
yeah,
force.
that chase scene, I was like, okay, this is what this movie should be.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
especially like with the way they did the jump scare in that.
yeah.
Where it's just like, because that's how you build horror. It's like you build that tension, then you subvert expectation,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like, okay, I've seen how this thing chases people, so I know what it's about to do, and then it does something completely different that I was not prepared for. You know?
Yeah, yeah. And then I had some fun with the little jump scares and some of the horror moments. It was actually a little more gorier
Yeah.
than I was suspecting because it was some stakes and people. When people died, they didn't just like.
It wasn't off screen neither.
Right,
Like,
they just she was killing people. They was killing people. So I'm like, okay, I think he could only go so far. One, he was PG-13.
Yeah.
But you got to give him a rated R movie to really.
Dude, he needs
do
a
what he
rated
needs
R
to do.
movie. Like, and he did the very limit that he could
Yeah,
work with.
right,
Like
right.
even the scene we reviewed the other day
Was that?
with Black Bolt.
Oh yeah,
It's like, okay, you can't have dude ended up all over the room. So how you gonna do it? Well, he's got his hood up, right?
yeah. Make that pop. That
Pop, and then you see it like sink back in.
Yeah, I know. Gross. I'm trying. You know what? I was trying not to start talking only about the Illuminati. Stuff.
Yeah, but like the movie starts there.
I know. Well, right. I mean, the other stuff is pretty good, but that scene was actually. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for people to take any of those characters serious after this.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know if that's their plan. Okay, now we got them. Let's introduce them to their own movie. You just made them look like clowns.
Yeah.
Not only that, Strange was up there joning on them the whole time, and
I
it was
will
actually
say-
funny.
I will say one thing they do have working in their benefit. The Illuminati he met was all from the same universe.
Say again, what? Say again?
The Illuminati he met were all from that same universe.
I know.
So like, if nothing else, they can
They
also
go to another
Yeah.
universe. But
like,
what I'm saying
this is a different Reed Richards.
I know.
But like, that's still going. Like, if we ever see Black Bolt again,
yeah, I know. When I see Reed Richards again, all I could think about his dumb ass calling himself the smartest man in the universe and doing the dumbest stuff ever. It's like, you clearly the only person to believe that. It's like if I'm a professional wrestler, I give myself a name. You got to call me that, but that don't mean it's true.
right? Now coming to the ring, the smartest man in the
Right.
universe,
Like Mr. Perfect, or I'm sure some wrestlers call themselves that.
Yeah. The Beast.
The Genius. I don't know if you
Oh.
remember this. There's a wrestler called the Genius.
That sounds
He
familiar.
used to come to the ring with a cap and gown. The Genius. like a graduation cap. and gown. Anyway,
No, I get you. But yeah, and then they finally dropped your boy Mordo's first name.
that was so funny how that happened.
Hold up, Carl?
He said, "All right, Carl Moto," and he was like, "Wait, Carl? Yeah, so what?"
And I, Baron Carl Mordo. Hold on. Carl?
Hey man, that was funny too. Illuminati was just played for laughs too. I'm gonna tell you what though, Professor X, I really like.
He's the only one that really represented.
Right, yeah, he's the only one that didn't make a fool of himself. The rest of them just idiots.
Yeah, like, because you got Captain Carter being aggressive for no reason.
Yeah. And we know how that ended.
Right. Look,
Watch
Then
our
you
other
got-
video if you want to know how that ended.
Then you got Captain Marvel, same being aggressive for no damn reason,
Yeah.
and then that didn't go well.
And none of that went well.
None of that went well.
them.
Reed Richards thought for whatever reason he was the guy.
He could just stretch.
He could just stretch his way out of Wanda's power.
See, look, if you think you the smartest man in the universe, you not thinking.
No, exactly. Oh man,
Because I'm smarter than everybody,
Like,
so that's why I can't mess
I
up.
forget what they call that, but it's like the more you know, the less you think you know, right? Clearly, he didn't know nothing.
He's an idiot.
He's an
clearly.
idiot.
He's an idiot.
Oh man! And then you got Professor X, who's just like, nah. I think we good on this. Like that. This guy can handle
But
it.
look, the way he introduced everybody, it just felt like that's not how you introduce somebody like at an official meeting.
Nah, they were showing off.
That's like that was like a show.
Like if it hadn't have been Stephen Strange, they might have just said, "You've been called before the Illuminati." Nah. We got so and so, and we got such and such, and we got me,
But he got
Carl Moore.
and he gotta say they moniker too. Like he gotta say they nickname.
Captain
with
Carter, the first Avenger,
Yeah.
and Reed Richards, the smartest man in the universe. Ta-da, mother!
But no, back on the movie. But no, that was actually that was a good scene. We did spoil it already, but that was actually I know.
Well, like, the movie doesn't waste time letting you know what's going on. It's like 5 minutes in, it's like, I know who we can talk to. Oh, it was you. Like,
So okay, we do have Strange, all different versions of Strange, and I actually like the. I guess that's the.
I don't
Would
think
that be the evil version? He didn't seem so different though.
I don't think it's the exact same as the Strange from What If. I think it's a Strange who's very much like that one.
Right.
Because that one kind of came back around at the end of What If.
Explain something for me.
Yes.
I don't know if that'll be spoiler. What's the deal with the eye?
I don't know.
Is that you got to watch What If to know that because it's something.
Because I don't remember.
I watched that episode, but I didn't watch it I don't remember it like that.
I don't remember it having significance though.
It
Like,
did.
it
Though.
was-
I remember that eye though.
Like,
I don't even remember.
It
where
was a
come from.
consequence of everything that Strange had gone through, but that wasn't because he was reading from the Darkhold. That was because he was absorbing all of those demons.
Yeah, so maybe he did that too.
But
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just curious
Yeah.
because they kind of did it like
they made a
they
big,
did it like you supposed to know.
They
what
made
it
a
is.
really big thing of it,
Right,
Yeah.
like you supposed to know what it is. They really was banking on you watching the What If.
Yeah,
And I was like, y'all shouldn't have done that.
I am a little miffed that they didn't put that like smarmy things just got out of hand.
I liked it.
I like that scene.
Well, who was that? The evil one?
Yeah,
that said
but
that?
they took it out of the movie and
Right.
they gave that line. They just said he said it,
Right, they said,
but
right.
they didn't like let him say
Oh,
it.
so maybe that's the deleted scene
Yeah.
because was that the Strange from the Illuminati universe? No, he didn't have a goatee.
No.
Which is- Like all the Strange got goatees.
yeah,
Like that one Strange didn't have a goatee.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So kill him.
Can't trust a Strange without a goatee.
Right. If you ain't got a goatee,
Hey, look.
don't trust.
Hey, look, if the good version doesn't have facial hair and the evil version has a goatee, then if the good version has a goatee, the evil version must not have one.
Yeah,
You know?
smartest man in the universe. See,
No! That's how you get got. I don't want to get popped. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what the significance of that is. I might have to go back and watch What If and see if they actually made a point of it there.
I think they did, but the whole thing is, I wish they didn't do that because not just that scene. It was a lot of stuff they just picked up from What If, and that's pretty arrogant on Marvel part.
Well,
Bring
I
out a
mean,
movie.
they really
to,
only
like,
used two
we
things.
know you watched us.
They really
other
only
stuff.
used two things.
What's that?
They used
Captain Carter.
and a version of the Strange Supreme. That's pretty much it.
Well, yeah. I mean, but still though, and
Everything
and
else
then
was
Wanda,
WandaVision.
they
Everything else was just WandaVision.
WandaVision, and plus her reading from the book and stuff at the end of that. So I mean, it's a collection of other stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wish
I was really hoping they'd actually get
maybe they're
deeper
hoping
into,
you're gonna go back and watch it so you'll know.
because
What
like
this comes
even
from.
by the time the movie got done, I was like looking back, I'm like, only they only spend time in 3 of those universes. Only 4 of them matter. And even then, it's like the universe they spend the most time in didn't matter at all.
So here it is. Look, now I want to get a little bit into the plot because what's her name? America didn't know how to use her power,
Right.
but you got a sorcerer school,
Yeah.
and not once did they say, "Well, let's try to teach you,
No.
so you can actually use it."
Nah.
They didn't even try to do that.
Well, like I think the Steven she had been rolling with was going to try, and then Wanda started sending demons after her.
Yeah.
So like,
Spoiler.
who cares? Everybody knows she's the bad guy.
Okay.
Everybody already knows she's the bad guy.
All right.
She's on the poster as the bad guy, clearly. Anyways,
Who's the bad guy here?
clearly it's the smartest man in the universe. It's Carl.
That's clearly not.
It's Carl. He's the bad guy.
The joke is he thinks he's the smartest man in the universe, and he calls himself that. But you the dumbest motherfucker.
Oh God. I'm never gonna forgive them for letting that happen. It's like, you let him call you that? You let him call you that?
Because I am the smartest man in the universe.
Kill this man. He can go first. But yeah. So the demons started attacking her, and so they had to put her training on hold to try to protect her from all these demons that are trying to kidnap her.
But okay, right. It's just the fact that to me that was the key. If you would have, tried to work with that, but they didn't. They didn't really consider that.
Yeah.
And like I guess in true movie fashion, they always pick the hardest way to do something. But
there was a line early in the movie where someone was like, "So that was really the only way," and it's like, "Yeah." Hey, if there had been another way,
and then certain things make me mad, and they do this a lot in movies, where they clearly do something to get out of danger, but when it's convenient for the plot, they just
they
forget
just
to do
don't.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Something Wong did early in the movie, he did it, and then later in the movie, he had an opportunity to do it. He just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, you can do what you just did to get out of this situation.
It's not the sling ring, is it?
Well, when he was falling, he'll make a portal and he'll end up on land.
Nah, we ain't
But
doing
at
that.
this time, then when he falling again, he like, oh, I don't know what to do. Dude, you just did that.
Yeah, because like I was trying to figure out, like, because he did say he couldn't use his ring to get that close to the mountain.
Right.
So
okay.
I'm wondering if he.
But
if
still,
that,
though, you could.
Yeah. So like I'm wondering if that close he just couldn't use it.
Maybe. I was thinking about that. Maybe.
Yeah.
So
but like
we'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Because you actually cool.
Hey, look, that we like the Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, Wong is the man. That Steven dude,
Yeah, I do like, because Wong's always been like Strange assistant or a sidekick basically in the comics, but they kind of gave him more of an equal footing with Strange. So I did like that. They didn't just push him to be his
like
side.
In the movie, and I really
they seem like more like partners, like a buddy cop.
I really appreciate that they didn't try to make this about him trying to become the Sorcerer Supreme again.
Yeah,
it's like he's like, hey, you know what? You the guy. You know?
Yeah. But no, so we can talk more about basically that last, well, not the last fight, but Wanda's power.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be that, I don't know if she read for the book, but did that amplify her power?
So her being the quote-unquote Scarlet Witch means that she has access to ungodly levels of power. That's why Agatha was trying to take her power in WandaVision. Like that, like you can't just get that. You have to take it from her. She's the one that has it.
Yeah.
So that's just her innate power that she was always going to be able to access at some point.
Right. So like we said, Wanda can't come back from this.
No.
She can't be like, I was misunderstood or I was misguided.
Oh no!
Because
You knew what
remember
the-
on WandaVision, she actually it can't really come back from that,
Well,
but
'cause, like,
we kind of gave her a pass
at
on
the
that.
beginning of WandaVision. It's like, oh, she didn't mean to do it. She's caught under her own spell.
Yeah.
Then once it's like, nah, I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
That's when I wrote Wanda off.
And and then they was like, well, okay, let's just leave her alone, and we just let her. And then she just got worse.
Yeah. Like, and that's the thing, right? Is like the whole thing. Like I said, they make the comparison between her and Doctor Strange. Like, look, we both mess with reality. How come you're the good guy for it and I'm the bad guy? Because he had good intentions.
Yeah.
Was he
right.
an idiot? Yes. No one's discounting that.
I can see the reason. Not like me. I'm a sports fan. I would have done it. I would have done it different. Shut up, Reed.
Oh man. But like Wanda, her whole MO is so selfish, self-serving,
Yeah, I know.
and single-minded.
Yeah, this in this movie is just like, and I don't want to say what it was, but her motivation was like, woman, please. Oh my God, grow up.
Yeah. It's like, I understand your pain, but you're wrong.
But it's like
I don't
life
even-
is not getting what you want.
Like, and it's
You
not
have to
even-
accept that.
Like, I'm not even saying she's wrong as in she's doing the wrong thing. I'm saying she is functionally incorrect.
Or should I say sometimes not getting
Yeah.
what you want. But go ahead.
But like
I'm just saying that.
her, like once she lays out her whole plan and everyone like hits her with, that's clearly the wrong way to go about this. And if you were to ask anybody in your position, they would agree. I don't care. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like,
Right. And it was for selfish reasons.
yeah.
And it was like, okay, you're not only the villain, but your motivation is so bad.
But I will say,
like you can get behind Magneto sometimes,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this crap, this is just
Well, it's like because
selfish.
Magneto's thing always fails when he's willing to do the same kind of bad stuff he's trying
Right.
to
He always
avoid.
go too far.
Yeah, he always goes too far. Up until that point, it's like, nah, I get it. You right.
Right.
Just don't cross the and he crossed the line
Right.
5 streets back. Wanda started on the wrong side of the line.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So when I say no coming back, meaning they can't make her an Avenger again
No.
and be like,
Oh, no.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
no.
she cool now.
Nah.
That's done. I think the whole Avengers is done though, for real. Like I don't.
well, because who's left?
Yeah, because yeah.
Like, everybody's retired.
I think anyway they're gonna keep
Or
it.
dead.
It's gonna be cosmic anyway, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be more like, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Captain Marvel.
Thor.
type,
Yeah, right. So
Thor.
it's on. That's the next phase.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I guess
Yeah.
it's gonna be more fantasy.
But like, also, if you're going to keep the stakes cosmic,
Yeah.
then you can't have street level heroes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. This it was good. I had some fun with it. It was kind of psychedelic in a way where it's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Got pretty trippy.
Did you see
there.
that day? Because they traveled through all these universes. Did you see when they went to an animated universe
Yeah.
for a second?
They went to a couple of animated. Because one of them was black and white,
Okay.
and they even played the old timey cartoon music, like the
Oh.
Steamboat Willie type stuff.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Imagine being stuck in that
Oh,
universe.
Well, so long as we don't get stuck in the paint universe, it's really hard to
Right? They was in a turn to paint. Like,
Man.
okay.
Weird.
But okay, it did make sense. I was like, why they always end up in the universe they needed to be in? But they answered that.
Yeah. Well, like that's the one thing I will say. It's like at least you made it a thing. You
Yeah.
didn't just write it and say it's
Right?
fine.
You didn't just get there and just like, oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah. It's like, wow, there's the thing we need. It's like, nah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can go ahead and wrap it up. So yeah, I actually had fun with it, man.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a couple parts that was a little dry to me, where I was like, I guess it was just like, it just felt like they was just kind of talking, but it was like, y'all not going nowhere with this.
Yeah.
But the action was good. I had a lot of fun with the special effects and. And I like the new characters. I like the American Chavez and also Rachel McAdams' character.
Christine Palmer.
Yeah, I liked her.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny. Like, basically, they was like, in this universe, we know about the multiverse. We research
Well,
it.
like I love them. Like he's trying to do his things. Like, okay, so here's the no. We 5 steps ahead of you. You
Matter
can
of
stop
fact,
talking.
we know way more than you.
Yeah, it's like, and that was one of the things I liked about her character in the first Doctor Strange movie, was just like, you're about to tell me some BS. I know how your BS works. I don't need to know all that. I don't care. What do I need to know? Like, I appreciate that in these kinds of movies. When someone says, no, don't give me the lore drop.
I'll tell you what, in this universe, 616, how'd you like the fact that when she gets married, she got married to a black dude? I was like, I know it's strange. Like, I know we ain't gonna get married, but for real, you married a black dude?
Nah, I think for him it's more like, you married one of my fanboys.
Right, the way the dude was looking like, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm hitting it every night, bro.
I'm gonna even say this. It wouldn't surprise me if it came out the reason he's with her is because he found out she used to bang Doctor Strange.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't even know why they did that little thing. They didn't make a big deal of it, but it's like, why make him?
Because
like
it was
a
awkward.
fanboy?
Because it was awkward.
It would be awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was fun, man. I'm struggling with this rating. I want to say, I'll give it a dope. I'll give it a dope, man. It's a low dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a low dope, because it made it there, because I like seeing all the characters in the Illuminati scene, and all that stuff. But it drug in a couple places, but I think they made up for it in the end. Like, I'm be honest with you, I didn't like the last wrap up, like the way it wrapped up.
No,
I didn't care for it. Like what they did, it was, to me, it was kind of corny, and I mean, it was okay, but it was. I just don't like that. I don't like when they kind of wrap it up like that. So yeah, and that took it down just a little bit. So I'm gonna give it a low dope, because I did have fun with it. So that's my rating.
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
I really enjoyed a lot of the horror movie aspects to it.
Yeah.
That was super fun for me. The writing was it was a little sketchy in some places, and that's most of what drags it down for me, because the action was cool and the visuals were great. Just the writing was kind of
Right.
I actually enjoyed the way they wrapped it up, because it's not how you expect a Marvel movie to wrap up.
Yeah. I mean, they still kind of gave you that boss fight a little bit, but
they kind of subverted it at the end.
Yeah, right.
Which I'm just glad not to see a fight devolve into fine, hand to hand. Like,
they kind of did that, not with that
they
scene.
did it earlier.
Yeah, they did it earlier.
Which I actually enjoyed that one.
I was a little mad though, because I feel like, okay, hand to hand, Mordo
should win. Yeah.
Right. He should. That's the whole thing. Steven ain't good at everything.
Right.
He shouldn't be. I used to be a Golden Gloves boxer. I can see him doing this old shit.
Like, you know what I kept waiting for on that? I'm like, man, you remember you broke those, right?
Right.
Like magic lets you use them. It doesn't make them cold. Like, come on. But anyways, so for me, I'm gonna give it a solid dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is our review for Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. Pretty good. It was good. It's still banking on you watching a lot of that Disney Plus shows, I feel like, and I was like, I don't like how they did that, but it was all right though. So have some fun with it, and we're gonna wrap up. Anybody still watching the video, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can get alerts in time we post new videos or we live stream.
And do not forget, if you did enjoy what you've seen here today, take a moment and hit that thumbs up button down below. Helps get us put out in front of more people's eyes on YouTube. And don't forget, drop a comment down below once you've seen the movie, what you liked, what you didn't like. And who do you think is the smartest man in the universe?
James. Still James.
No.
Well, we don't think James is the smartest man. He thinks he is.
No.
And we're going to tell him he is.
No.
We're going to just
Oh, God, it's all over. It's all over.
All right, we out here.
Peace, y'all.